What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne, and thank you for joining me in another video. Today, we're here to check out a rocket. This is the 2025 Mercedes-AMG GLC 63S E-Performance SUV. And if you're interested in this vehicle, please reach out to my friend Ben's Blogger, aka Jesse Cannon Wallace at Mercedes-Benz of Atlanta Northeast. As shown, this one is priced out to $115,000. That is an eye-watering price tag, but it does start at $88,000. Usually when they give me these vehicles, they just check every single option box. You can already see we have the $4,000 carbon ceramic brakes on this one. Is that necessary for a Mercedes-AMG GLC 63? Absolutely not. This one is finished in a manufacturer Alpine Gray and features a gorgeous sienna brown leather interior. Let me give you guys a quick sneak peek at that while I pop the hood, so we can talk about the controversy and get that out the way, all right? Because I already know what you guys are gonna say. You know, you're gonna start saying, well, it doesn't have a V8. No, it does not have the V8. We all know that, right? But hopefully Mercedes will make some changes to that soon. What we do have is a 2-liter, 4-cylinder turbo engine, not a 4-liter. That's just me with the wishful thinking of the 4-liter V8. I'm sorry. So we have a 2-liter 4-cylinder inline turbo that provides 469 horsepower, 402 pound-feet of torque, except in this application it's paired with an electric motor that is paired with a 6.1 kilowatt-hour lightweight battery that sits on the car's lowest portion, as low as possible to help with that CG, and it provides an additional 201 horsepower. So this 2-liter 4-cylinder paired with that electric motor is giving you 671 horsepower, 752 pound-feet of torque, and it is a 4MATIC all-wheel drive setup connected to an AMG Speed Shift MCT transmission, a 9-speed transmission to be exact. So what is that getting you? 0 to 60 in just 3.5 seconds in this small compact SUV. Come on, guys. So it's not a V8, but there's still a lot to be said about that. Now, of course, we do have the aggressive styling that we all come to know and love from AMG. The vertical vane Panamericana grille has been done in black because we have the night package. We have the LED daytime running lamps and headlamps. The aggressive front apron A-wing that is common in AMG vehicles as well. Hopefully that noise from the blower across the street isn't interrupting the vehicle too much. But guys, just look at the lines of this thing. This thing is a total hot rod. So one of my favorite things to do is give people rides in these vehicles, and they're totally unsuspecting of the power. The average person that sees this does not expect it to do 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. All right, so back to the side profile. Part of the reason why this car is so expensive is because we have the AMG Performance Carbon Ceramic Brake System. Again, that's like $4,200. We have the 21-inch cross-spoke wheels. Those are expensive as well. So this thing is optioned to the nines. We have the night package, right? So that's gonna black out your window surrounds, side view mirror caps as well, and the trim on the bottom of the vehicle. So if you look closely, we do still have a little bit of GLC in there in this aggressive package. But if you know cars, you know this is something that's a little bit different from the standard GLC. Coming towards the rear, we do have the AMG Performance exhaust system, which somehow they managed to make it sound quite nice, even though this is a 4-pot up front. We have LED tail lamps. If you look closely, you'll see the Mercedes-Benz stars in the tail lamps. I like that. Blacked out AMG badge with the Mercedes-Benz symbol, and then the GLC 63 accented in red because this is the E-Performance model. Let's go ahead and open this up. You're looking at roughly 16 cubic feet of storage with the second row down. You want to increase that storage, drop that second row, that'll take you up to 54. One touch closes the latch there. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. So the interior is classic Mercedes-Benz. Again, the sienna brown Napa leather is gorgeous. 3 levels of heating and cooling as to be expected in a car of this caliber. A massive panoramic roof with the shade closed because it is hot. It's about 90 degrees right now. Seats are fully adjustable as to be expected. Your steering wheel is done in Dynamica with black leather, also known as Alcantara. We have all controls on the steering wheel as well. Let's go ahead and hop in here. So we have a 12.9-inch or 12.3-inch instrument cluster display, and then an 11.9-inch 12-inch display for your center console. Carbon fiber for your accents here. Really looks great. I think that's appropriate for this vehicle. Black leather on the dash with contrast stitching, LED backlit air conditioner vents. That's a really nice touch as well. And then the door panels are done in detail, 3-position memory per side. And again, I like that sienna brown with the stitching and the black nappa accents all throughout the vehicle. Really looks nice, especially with the speaker grills just popping out there, providing a high contrast with that silver accent. Coming lower, we do have 2 USB Type-C ports, 2 cup holders, and of course, an additional USB Type-C port and some storage in the center console. Of course, we have a head-up display system. Everything that you would expect in this vehicle is here. So coming towards the back, we have roughly about 37 inches of legroom. Again, the sienna brown. I just love the way this car has been done. And this is what the front looks like from the back. All right, you can see it's just nicely organized with the tech, the trim, the features. It all looks great. Looks like we have a robot face down here. I'll go ahead and sit behind myself so you guys have an idea of how much space I have here. All right, so I think it's time to stop talking and go ahead and take this thing out and get behind the wheel and see what the Mercedes-AMG GLC 63 SE Performance is all about. I know what it's about, but I want to show you guys what it's about. All right, so we are out in the GLC 63 SE Performance. Hopefully the air conditioner isn't blowing too hard into the mic. I'm sorry guys, it's just hot out here. It is scalding hot out here. So
reducing the temperature to minimum.
Thank you so much. So
it's a pleasure.
So as you can see, we do have MBUX in here, eavesdropping on the review. But this car is just amazing. Right now I'm just cruising in electric mode. There's a cop somewhere around here. I just want to make sure he's clear before your boy drops it into Sport Plus. Overall, it handles well. This is something that's daily drivable, but a hot rod at the same time. And it's just smooth and refined. Now you can put around town in electric mode if you want, or you could drop it into comfort mode where you get, you know, a mix of electric and the combustion engine, or you can go into Sport Plus mode or race mode. That's what everybody's here for. Switch it into manual. Downshift it a bit. And just go to town. And that transmission, hopefully you guys can hear, you know, the pops and bangs. Let me drop the window down a little bit. Let me drop the windows down a little bit. Hopefully you guys can hear that. You know, it sounds very AMG. So, you know, what else can I say? This does deliver in the sound department. You know, it sounds very aggressive. I know it's not the V8, but the power, it's definitely there. Those pops and bangs from that performance exhaust, you know, it never gets old. All right. Let's lay into it again. Those brakes are definitely getting the job done. You know, you don't think for a second, you know, the brakes are overkill for this car, honestly. But they get the job done. This thing is so much fun to drive. All right. And those brakes are so responsive. So of course, with the suspension setup on this car, it feels nice and planted in the corners. You know, the thing just handles. You know, you tell it where to go, it's gonna do it. Very AMG-like, okay? Let me roll the windows back up because again, it is hot. And kick the fan speed up a bit. And just enjoy it. This thing, This is why Mercedes-Benz is, easily one of my favorite brands, because they're always able to get the combination of luxury and performance right. For me, it's Mercedes and then BMW very closely after that. I like what BMW is doing. Don't care for some of the design of, their vehicles, but overall, they're a good brand as well. But this feels very much GLC 63, even though it doesn't have the V8. And I think hopefully that is something Mercedes will remedy soon. I haven't heard anything official, but there have been rumors. That's all I got to say. And if you guys are a part of that car life, you already know what I'm talking about. So even with the windows up, you can still pick up a little bit of that exhaust. And it just sounds good. There's something about that AMG Performance exhaust. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. See, the combination of that 2-liter 4-cylinder and that electric motor, you're getting near linear acceleration. It's very hard to detect any turbo lag. Or if you go from Sport Plus to electric mode, you really can't feel the transition from when the ice cuts off and then you're using the electric motor. You're not really able to feel that at all. So it doesn't feel like one of those vehicles from 10 years ago that had the eco start stop function and you get that judder every time the engine cuts off. It's seamless. It's a seamless transition. So I really like that about this vehicle. Let's go ahead and put it back in the mode that it needs to be in. Downshift a bit. Let's go. This thing just takes off. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick taste of, the performance capability of this thing. If you're looking at it and you're saying, hey, I wanted this car, but I'm disappointed that it didn't have the V8, it might not be powerful enough. That's not the case. Now, in terms of sound, of course, it's going to sound different than a V8. But as far as power is concerned, there is no concern. I mean, you're looking at what, 670 horsepower? Come on, guys. So let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments section. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next time, I'm Ben Wayne, the automotive reviewer that YouTube deserves. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.